Hey folks, Thomas with bookkeepingconroe.com here, and this is a tip for business owners who want to increase their reach on social media and who want a system that will help you bring in new clients. I'm going to show you the system that I use right now. It's under development, but after implementing this system within the last week or so, I'm seeing real results. I'm going to show you the stats and I'll also tell you that yesterday I had an in-person meeting with a local lead who wants to use Bookkeeping Conroe for their bookkeeping solution. And they found me through social media. Saw my social media, went to my website and left a message, contact form, submission. I called them. Next thing I know, next day they're in my office and I think they're going to become a client. So here's what it looks like right now in LinkedIn. I'm not a master at any of this, but bar going up, chart going up is a good sign. So you can see that over the last week, I've experienced quite a lot of increased impressions. And also, if I take a look at my Google Analytics here for the website, I can see that more folks are visiting the website as well, which is good. Not a lot yet, but it's a good trend. So here's what I do, okay? I have this spreadsheet that I made, and I do 3 posts per day, or that's the goal, that's the target. And I'll do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. And each session, I will log when I start. So let's say I started right now at 10:26 a.m. I'd hit tab and I'd put in the end time as well. So if I ended at, let's say, 11:05 a.m. So this is tracking the duration of my power hour. I call these my marketing power hours. I have 3 per day. And it totals all 3 sessions right here. The reason that I do this is because I want to make sure that I'm efficient with the social media marketing. And I want to give myself kind of scores to beat. So as you can see, this one's blue, this one's green, and it looks like I need a little bit of update here, but suffice it to say, if this took too long, if it took until 12 noon, for example, that's an hour and 30 minutes and red is bad. Like that took me too long. And also, if I was able to get this power hour done, quote unquote, in, just a few minutes, so 10:35 a.m., for example, that's green. So it's trying to help me become more efficient, and it's tracking the total time for all 3 sessions throughout the day. And each session looks like this. I have all of my social media channels here. They're already loaded up, and I can choose what type of post I'm doing for each one of these channels. They're not all the same. And one reason that I don't use a scheduler right now is because by doing it manually like this, it requires me to log in to every social media platform, which is important because they're all different. You need to know and understand them in order for you to make the kind of content that's best for each channel. So I will open up a new tab and I have Marketing Power Hour, and I just have all of my social media and Power Hour related links here. So I'll just start. You can actually click on all. Oops. There's a way to open all of these at once. If you right click here on your bar anywhere up here, you can choose Bookmark Manager. And as you can see, my Marketing Power Hour is already here. And I could select all of these, and I could right click, and I could choose Open in New Tab Group. So that would open every single one. And they'd all be up here, and I would just go through them one by one. What type of post am I making right now? Is it a static image? Is it a story for Google Business Profile? For my LinkedIn personal, it might be, for example, a reel. For my LinkedIn Bookkeeping Conroe, it might be a tweet. So for the tweets, what I do is I actually go to X. Well, I'm not logged into X right now, but basically I will start with X. I like X a lot because it requires that you are succinct with your words. And I will create a tweet on X, and then I'll copy and paste that. I'll copy that as the image that I do on these other channels, and I will also add a little bit more information in the post, right? So this works well for a lot of different types of social media platforms. YouTube is a good one as well. YouTube has a post feature, and in fact, let's do bookkeeping conroe, okay? So on YouTube, if you have YouTube and you go to your channel, you can go to posts and you can see same kind of situation, right? So by doing it like this, by tracking in this type of spreadsheet, you're able to create a lot of posts. Honestly, keeps you consistent and honest in your business. And if you are failing to meet requirements that you set for yourself, it becomes very clear because you'll see how much time per day you're spending. Now, I'm also going to update this with some other features, including tribes and a dashboard. The dashboard will give me an overall breakdown of kind of the more of the ROI on this campaign. Tribes involves engagement because it's not really, if you don't engage with the audiences on these channels. So for example, I see that folks are reacting to this. What I want to do is I want to go in here and I want to say, hey, Gabriel, I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot for commenting on my post. Let me do you a solid. I'm going to thumbs up your post, right? I might thumbs up multiple posts for Gabriel, and I might leave some, leave a note. I might say, thank you, Gabriel, in my post and tag him. So that's important because it helps you build a tribe. And actually, I got this from Marky. What's your name? Marky Wilson. So shout out to Marky Wilson. And if you build a tribe of folks that can help you succeed in your goal, because ultimately what we're trying to do is drive people to a funnel of some kind where you can give them your best offer. And for me, I want folks eventually to come to my website so that I can either offer them bookkeeping services, paid bookkeeping services, or they can understand that there's training available here, free training, and if they're not ready to pay for their bookkeeping from me, then you can do it yourself and the training is free. And also, if you were to go through this funnel, you would be presented after you see the video with an opportunity to join my Facebook group. So my point is that if you're going to do social media, you need to have a strategy of how it's actually going to result in revenue and profit into your business. And honestly, revenue is not even enough because that is why we need to track the time, because we have limited resources, time, limited resource, right? If you want to increase the profitability of your business, then you need to think about, efficiencies. And if I had 1,000 people purchasing my services, but none of them were qualified or attempting to purchase the services, reaching out to me, but none of them were qualified, then that's not really helping the business become more profitable. I think you get what I'm saying. My point is that by building the tribe, you can ensure that the folks that you're engaging with, they have relevance to the funnel, to your conversion funnel. What that means is a completely different subject, and it's going to be different for every business owner. I will be making this spreadsheet available after I tighten it up a little bit. I'm still experimenting with it, but it is working, and I'm having people reach out to me, not even necessarily through my website, but in other ways as well. Old friends tweeting me, old business acquaintances and clients reaching out to me, texting me, etc. When you put yourself out there on social media, it just kind of reminds people, hey, this person, number one, hey, they're doing something right. If nothing else, they're winning at social media because I see them. That's a good sign. And of course, there's a feedback loop for the social media because it crystallizes what you're trying to do. Because if you do all this volume and you spend all this time to do social media and you do it consistently, at some point you're like, man, I'm spending a lot of time here. If I'm going to be spending this time, I need to make it work. What's a way that I can make it work better and improve it 1% per day until eventually it's really humming along. I hope all that was worthwhile to you. If you liked it, give the video a like and a subscribe and all that stuff, whatever it is, wherever you're seeing this at. And also, Bookkeeping Conroe, if you are a business owner or you just want to have good bookkeeping in your life, which I recommend for anyone, visit bookkeepingconroe.com. Free materials, free bookkeeping training, tools, tips. And of course, if you need bookkeeping services, just reach out to me. I wish everyone the best in your business and in your life. And until next time, be the best.